Well, hello guys. Have I got a few people in here? I was sitting here in my rocking chair reading while I let the time click off the time that I had set for this live. And I posted the link. Anybody gonna come up and chat tonight? Hello, Vicky. Hello, Vicky Wells. Hello, Ann Philbeck, and watching from Virginia. Hello, Linda Denton. And I saw Sandra. Hello, Sandra Kay. But Sandra says she can't join the panel tonight. Her internet won't let her sign into her laptop. Well, if you figure out some way, Sandra, you're welcome to come up. And anybody else, I'm here by myself right now. Don't make me get this book and read out loud to y'all. You don't want that because I'm right in the middle of it, and you've missed all the first part of it. Hello, Lisa, awkward quilter. Moving fast or funny, ain't it? And farm wives here. I ain't got much to talk about. I was hoping somebody else would come up here and have some good news for us or something to talk about. I'm at a loss. Been a busy day over here. Had the kids and grandkids come for lunch. Took my 15-year-old grandson out for a drive in my truck. He's got his driver's permit and he needs to learn to drive. That was an adventure. But he's getting better. Each time he's getting better. We went out on gravel roads where there wasn't any traffic. I was going to take him on the highway, but it seemed like there was a lot of traffic this Sunday afternoon. So we stayed up back on the back roads and around the farm and around the chicken house. He enjoyed it, and I did too. I didn't holler at him too bad. Every once in a while, slow down a little bit more. But he wasn't driving fast. He just got to get used to it. Now, what was it? I guess it was back. When was it? Not too many months ago. A student from his school died in a car crash, and so he's being careful because that's still on his mind and the other kids at school. So he's being careful. Oh, I missed some of the comments. A good grandma. His mom and dad have bigger rigs, and I've just got a little Colorado truck, and so he just kind of wants to drive my little truck. And J. Mary, hello to J. Mary, and somebody's pumpkin roll. The pumpkin roll was good. We ate the pumpkin roll, and I had made some peanut butter cookie dough yesterday, day before, and I baked those cookies today. So they ate all the cookies. I told them to send them home with them, but I told them, I said, well, leave Grandpa Terry 5 or 6 of them for him to eat on. Hello, Sheila. Hi. You eating your supper or dessert? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Dessert.
Yeah, dessert.
Apple pie.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Let's see. Rita, how you doing with this time change? It ruined my whole day. Well, I think I like this time better after I get used to it. But it takes a few days to get the change made. I just wish they'd leave it one way or the other.
I know. Hope they just leave it.
Just leave it. Yeah. It's the changing back and forth that's the hard part about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been putting together stuff to take on my sewing retreat on the 15th.
Okay.
I've cut out and I put like 9 patches how they need to go, all stacked up and pinned them. 60 of them. That's what I've done this afternoon.
You're going to have that thing made before you go on your retreat.
No, There's 60. We call them cornerstones or whatever they're called. Those, and then 69 patches. So yeah, there's a lot to it.
And where did you say it was going? Where's it at? What state?
Near Ponca City, Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma. That's right. You've told me, and I've done forgotten. You'll probably tell me again before the time you go.
It's about 2 hours from here.
Oh, that's not bad. Not bad for a retreat to get away from your own place and go to.
Yeah. And some of the people that were on the one last year when I went, I found out they're going to be there too. So that'll be good.
Okay.
And one of them, she had off Friday, so she came and picked me up, and we headed over to the quilt shop in Kingfisher, Oklahoma.
Okay.
And so we went over there. She's holding the retreat. She was so glad to see us. And I got a couple patterns.
Mm-hmm. And Donna, I did like it getting daylight earlier, but I don't like how early it gets dark. Yeah. But it's winter time. It's supposed to get dark earlier in the winter time. And Alexandria Span. Hi, everyone from South Dakota. Hello, Alexandria. And Farm Wife had fried apples and butter and brown sugar. That's good too.
Well, this one had like a crumb topping on it.
Hello, Kim. Hello, Kim Burris. And I posted the link. We need some more people up here with us, don't we, Sheila?
Yeah, we need. Where's everybody at? Where's
everybody at?
Where's Frances?
I don't know.
I'm sure she's back home by now.
Yeah, I think so.
Hi, Kim. Oh, Marla's got jury duty in the morning at 8.
Oh, I wouldn't want to do it either. And I guess you can't tell us nothing about what's supposed to be about.
I've only been called once, but they settled out of court.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had to go.
And J. Mary finished redoing her pantry, all done, and boy, do I have a bunch of useless food, LOL, stuff I don't like and don't know why I bought it. It was on sale. When you work all day and it gets dark earlier, it can be a little depressing. Yeah. And Diane, hi, ladies. What time did I start? Well, I started at 7, but if this would have been 8 the old time, wouldn't it? Yeah. Isn't that right? Yeah.
People get so confused when they say the old time, the new time. I say, just go by the clock.
Yeah. But I knew if I started it at 8, it would really be 9. And so if we went for an hour and a half, it'd be getting late. Hopefully I won't get seated, but we'll have to call in every night. Mm-hmm.
This is my pattern that I'm making.
All right, I'll make you bigger so we can see it. Okay.
So Maddie's quilt.
Yes. And that's interesting. I mean, it looks simple enough, but interesting too, the pattern.
It's just, like 2 9 patches there and 2 of those corners. I guess you call them cornerstones. I don't know what else to call them.
Cornerstones, snowballed or something, aren't they?
Yeah, like 2 snowballs and then 2 9 patches. You sew them together.
Okay.
So.
That is pretty. Tonya says it's pretty.
So.
Slay Arts. Hello to Slay Arts. Good evening, ladies. Let's see. Tina. Where did Tina's go? Tina, we go back up. I want to see what
I started reading.
Are you very far along in it yet?
No. I'm just on like 10 pages, but I'm going to read some more tonight.
You got to give it enough time to get into it. But
well, the very beginning of it, when about this kid's like coon hunting, with this dog,
Uh-huh.
that reminds me of Where the Red Fern Grows.
Uh-huh.
That movie so much.
Uh, I really enjoyed it, and then after I read that one, I couldn't wait for her to write the next one so I could read them, and they
Yeah.
just got better and
Even
better.
in the first few pages, it mentions Clarksville.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
mentions it.
And then they in the book they'll leave from Clarksville and go up past my house and up to the mountains. So
Yeah, I read the very first, like, I don't know what you call it. Oh, it said word from the author, and I was reading about it. And I know where Pete Ridge is. I know where that is.
okay.
So, but I think it's going to be good to read.
I think you'll enjoy it. I take my spells at reading. I like to read, but if I start something, I want to read it till it's done if I enjoy it.
Well, I have one daughter who, if she starts reading a book, hardly ever will she put it down because she's done with it.
Mm-hmm.
She's always been a reader all her life.
Mm-hmm. Tina finished her heart blossoms, de-threaded and pressed, ready for the long armor, now making a small
Oh,
with the leftover scraps using the anchor block.
she's been busy.
Tina's a go-getter, ain't she?
Yeah. She's
I don't think
busy.
I've had a chance to sew in 2-3 days. Well, I think I did it Friday because Nancy came. And then I didn't Saturday because yesterday we cut wood, and today I unloaded it and fed the kids. So I'm not
Yeah.
sold for 3 days, and days just been
Well,
full.
I've done quite all this cutting and matching together, and I've sewed a couple of blocks together the last 2 days.
But maybe
So when I
tomorrow,
get on it, I can, make quite a bit of progress. It's just getting on it.
I can get up there and sew.
Yeah.
Turn off my phone so Terry can't call me to. Oh, you have to just leave me alone.
One thing I was laughing at, there was a word, it was a different word, but it was like herbs,
Uh-huh.
but it used a different word. And I'm like, what is that? And then on the next page, the very first sentence, it said
Okay.
that's what it was, And I never heard that word,
They talk hillbilly in that book, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be talking hillbilly time you get it read.
Now I have a granddad that all my life I've been told that he lived up in near Jackson, Tennessee, almost the middle of the state. At one time, he had a still,
Okay.
and my family's always talked about that.
Yeah. Now, this one, I was supposed to give this away, but I decided I'd keep it and read it myself. And this is about the stills up in the hollers. So
Yeah.
this is the one I'm reading.
Well, I think on Amazon it's got like book 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So I want to kind of read them.
Yeah,
That way.
because it's the same characters in each one, but a whole different. The story will be about something else, but it'll be the same people, same characters.
Mm-hmm. So, but I'm not really a reader, so I'm challenging myself to read.
Okay.
Do something different.
Well, I hope me recommending it don't disappoint you because I enjoyed it.
No, not so far.
Okay.
And I don't like Audible books. I just don't. I want to have that hard copy in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I really prefer a hardback book to a paperback.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the paperbacks sometimes they don't hold up that good,
I did have a wonderful day. My days hadn't been bad. I just hadn't been able to sew.
Yeah.
Then when I moved my sewing all the way across the field, it makes it even harder to get in a few minutes time.
But you got internet up there now, so
I do now, so I'll
that'll
spend.
be a lot better. So
Yeah,
you can
because
be
I
on
just feel
YouTube.
like I'm up there by myself. I just don't like to do stuff on the phone. I just don't.
Yeah,
I like the laptop.
but you can be on YouTube, and you also can be looking at sales of fabric and this and that, and order
Yeah.
stuff while you're
Mhm.
up there.
Because I'm seriously considering seeing if anybody wants me to quilt their quilts, and
Yeah,
well, since I have to have someone be up there, so that's what I'm going to see about.
yeah.
As quick as I get a bunch here, Terry will say, "Let's go sew and do so and so." So Terry, hey, I tell him, leave me alone. I've got work to do.
I'm working because
I'm working.
I'm making money.
I'm making money. I know. We retired from those chickens, so now kind of just the Social Security check and what little we had put back. I mean, everything's paid for, so we're in okay
Yeah,
shape. But there's not a whole lot of money coming in.
yeah, yeah. And I got notices that my secondary Medicare insurance, they're going up again.
Yeah.
It's like they're going up every year.
Mm-hmm. I read tech and sit in front of a computer screen all day. I generally do not read because that's too much like work. I hope it did not take me a year to read the series. Maybe it won't. If you ever get into a book, you got to keep reading to see what's going to happen
Yeah,
next.
well, it's really kind of in a story kind of form about characters, and I think that's what will hold your interest.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just not Civil War facts
yeah.
type
And
stuff.
now
It's
it's
not
been a
like
lot
that.
of years since I've read that one, so I've forgotten a lot about it. Other than I know I loved it, I do remember that.
Yeah.
And dog, I've been thinking about peanut butter cookies all day. I went up on Randy's live today, and I was making my peanut butter
I seen that a
cookies.
little bit. Man, you put on a feast today. I figured you'd have like a casserole and maybe two vegetables and bread and dessert. But man, you put on a feast.
I had a
Yes,
bunch of
she did.
that.
I mean, oh my gosh. I don't feed my family. I mean, when they come, I feed them pretty good, but I don't give them that much, you know?
Oh well, that none of them left hungry, I don't think. And that
No.
corn casserole, it was Isaac, the big grandson. He said, "Can we take this home with us?" And I said, "You sure can." And it was about half gone, so I scooted it all over to one side, and then I put that broccoli and rice on the other side. Here, take some of this too. So
Yeah.
back because that was two that taste okay if they touch, they taste okay. So
Yeah, used to when I would cook for my son Jason and his daughter Jaden and me, the next I would always fix him a to go plate that night,
mhm.
and he'd put it in the fridge out in the garage so he wouldn't forget it, and he'd have that for lunch the next day.
And Marta's always been a reader. She grew up out in the country and remembered 8 years old riding my bike into town with my 10-year-old sister to go to the library. When I was in grade school, I read all the time. And I
Well,
did.
my problem is I can't keep my interest in a book.
That's me.
You
I
know,
guess that's why I haven't read Sarah's books because I just can't keep my interest when I'm reading a book.
and then I kind of forget now what did I read and what were they doing, and
Uh-huh.
but I'm going to try and read a little bit each day, so that will kind of keep my mind uh, refreshed.
Now Sue says, "Hi all. I wish the books were on audio books."
Yeah,
And
she says
Sue
not yet, but I think she's going
Sue's wanting pen pals. If anybody wants to be a pen pal with Sue.
to. But your speaker did say, I think she said that she was working on trying to get it on audiobooks.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Farm
maybe
wife,
that'll
I'm doing fine.
be on there. Have you checked on your relative?
Uh-huh. She's doing real good, real
Well,
good.
good, good.
They changed her room today though because the lady that she was in the room with,
Uh-huh.
She was very ugly to John when we went in there today about her
Uh-oh.
TV. So John told him, told that nurse that came in there, said, she's got one more time to be ugly to me. She says, because I'm not the one that, he says, because I'm not the one that messed her TV up. That man did.
Huh.
And
Yeah.
she went up and told the main lady, and they moved her. They moved
Was it because they
Beverly.
put that splitter on the TV?
I don't know what it was, but then now Beverly's TV is not working in the other room because we've got to take a what do you call it, remote?
Like a Roku
It's no, it's a
streaming?
where you have to I know what I want to say. I'm so tired of it.
Antenna? An antenna?
No, it's a remote that you can use for anything.
Oh, okay. Just a
Universal
universal
remote.
A
remote.
universal. There you go.
Sooner or later, we're going to get it.
Yes, we are. So, but John and I, well, we went yesterday to my sister's and Jeff's church because they had a silent auction and a meal.
Uh-huh.
And we
Yeah,
spent too much money.
I
We
read
haven't
that.
heard yet if we won anything that we bid it on, but we'll know probably in the next couple of days. Uh, but we got home. It was about 5:30, I think, when we got home. And then today we got up. We went to see Beverly, and I took her a few things, her Redskins blanket and her dirty clothes. And her dirty clothes, I could not believe the hamper when I took them out of the closet. The hamper was packed full. So they've been giving her a bath and everything,
Well,
Hmm.
changing
good.
her clothes, and I'm glad of that.
Maybe sometimes it's just someone different,
Yeah. Well, see, that lady she was
family
in the
member.
room with, I think she's always been, even though it's a two-person room, I think she's always been in the room by herself
Oh,
because
yeah.
the bathroom is covered in nothing but her stuff. And I was so scared Beverly was going to mess with her stuff. She
Hmm.
had clothes hanging in there. She had, you name every kind of cream, lotion, shampoo. And then her dresser was full of stuff. And
Huh.
I'm glad Beverly's in a room by herself now.
Well, good.
But I mean, there is another bed open if anybody, comes. But John and I are trying to get our beds made up. We were washing our linens and we went to Sam's and that took forever.
Yeah, going on the weekend it's always
Well, they
busy.
had and then they had a good sale on TVs too. And the sale was supposed to end tonight. And me and John thought about it. So I went back in there and I got us a TV to go in the bedroom over top of the, we're going to take the mirror down and put it over top of the dresser.
Yeah.
And it's an 85-inch TV.
It's a big one. Yeah.
Maybe I
85.
can
Good
get y'all on the big
Lord.
screen. Maybe.
Mine in
Well,
the
they had
living
it for
room
like
is
800 and some dollars. So that wasn't bad.
I think
I
Huh.
mine's
just
a
told John, I
58
said, we
inch.
got a Sam's credit card. I said, we just going to have to get it paid off.
Yeah.
I think mine's a 58 inch. It's in my living room, and I have like a large, living room.
That's what I got in my living room.
And then the 32 inch that I had in here, we had to scoot our chairs. Jason and I did so close to see it till I got the big one. So I
Yeah.
took that 32 inch that I had in the living room in my little house where I used to live, and I put it in my bedroom.
Well,
And it's
we got a
just perfect.
32-inch in our kitchen.
And I
We
tell you, I
got
put
we
that
got a
timer on
I
every
don't know how
night
big
too.
this one is we got in here, but uh we
On that
just
remote.
decided that hey, we're gonna do something for ourselves. So
Yeah.
that's what we did.
On that remote,
But
I use
then
that timer, so I don't even have to
yeah,
turn it off.
and we spent too much money at Sam's though, but anyway, we won't
Well,
be going back for a while.
Jay, Mary, my TV's not on unless we have tornado weather. Or you have to get the weather to see if it's going to snow or see how cold it's going to be.
I don't
It
know
doesn't
why
matter to me
y'all
if
are
it
so
snows because I'm
small.
inside and I don't have to get out.
I,
See if
I
we
have
need
to put y'all on big screen because you're so tiny whenever I don't put you on my big screen. Then I can't see the comments.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Usually you're pretty good size, but this time,
Did
I've
did
been
you
having
get
trouble with it anyway.
Francis, did you get a smart TV?
Yes.
Okay. So what you can do, you can go in your bedroom and look at it on your iPad, but then you can sync it to your TV to your uh, like your phone or your
Yeah.
iPad, and you can
I'm gonna
see the
let Trevor
comments.
do that.
You can see the comments on the TV. That's what I do. I look up here, read the comments, and I look down here to talk.
I
Because you
might,
can't
I
get it
might,
on the iPad. If I
y'all
do it,
might
it just
lose me, but I'm going out. I'm gonna try.
okay. Because when I chat on the iPad, then it kicks me out of on here, the StreamYard. So I'm like, well, that's not going to work.
And farm wife, we have 4 TVs, and most of the time, 4 too many.
Well,
It don't seem like there's nothing on you want to watch.
yeah. Well, I have one in my sewing room. So when I'm in there sewing, I'll most of the time have my Roku where I can stream different shows, or I'll watch YouTube
Well,
when
I
I'm
got
sewing.
one in my
So,
sewing room, and I got a DVD player in there, and we got one in the kitchen because John sits in the kitchen all the time. We
Mm-hmm.
had one in Beverly's room. We took that one for her. Then we have
yeah.
one in here, one in the living room. So now we
And
got another one.
how much TV do you actually watch, though? Very much.
Well, I watch a lot, but then I've got a DVD set that Sarah bought me and surprised me when I got home when I was at Frankie's and Sarah's. And we were watching this. What's the name of that darn thing? It's where you can talk to the dead, and like she was helping find people who murdered people. What's that called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't watch it, so I
I
don't know.
can't think the name of it, but yeah, I
Now
watch some TV.
this is a series, and she bought me. We
Uh-huh.
started watching it at her house, and it just fascinated me how
Well, in the
that woman could
wintertime, I
just.
always watch Hallmark, all the Christmas movies.
I do too. I do
Yeah,
too.
I used
I got
to.
them on in the kitchen now, but I'm in here in the bedroom where we're having to change this bed. I'm gonna tell you what, this bed we got where it's the 2 twin beds together and each one of them moves.
Uh,
That bed is a winch to make up.
I love what Awkward Quilter said. You know, used to all families when I was growing up, we had one main
one
TV
Yep.
and it
TV.
had rabbit ears with it, and sometimes you
Yep.
put aluminum foil on it, and there was no
Uh-huh.
remote.
Oh, we'd have to go outside and turn the
Yeah,
antenna.
Yep. Turn the antenna.
It's
and
better.
now
It's
we have a
better. Go the other
TV.
way.
We have a TV in every room. You know,
Uh-huh.
I don't have one in the kitchen, but mine's kind of an open room concept, so I can from the kitchen I can see the TV in the living room, and it's big, so that's fine.
And Rita, everything went fine Thursday night and Friday. Everything went fine.
Good.
Well,
Yeah.
good. I'm
No,
glad.
But
that's good.
I came back home Friday afternoon because before I left Thursday, of course, he fell again in the pantry.
Uh,
And I was getting ready, so I didn't hear him. And he come in, did you hear me fall? I said, no. Why didn't you call me?
mm,
Here's
Hit
what
his
she said.
head.
The name of it was Paranormal.
No, it's let me
No,
go get it. Let me
well,
walk in
I've
here.
got three.
I
I
won't
mean,
be satisfied till I find out.
yeah. I
you
mean,
were
I just
thinking,
sold a TV on Marketplace, a 32-inch that I don't need it anymore. You know. So,
If I can find where I put it. I got material and it's in a box over here. Oh, I know where it's at.
drive her crazy
Or
because she
yeah, here it is.
knows what it is.
Over here at my sewing machine.
I was watching Blue Bloods the other day, but when you stream stuff through Roku
It's,
and your TV, you can get all these different
have you ever heard of
the same
Patricia
shows.
Arquette?
No,
You haven't? Well,
no.
it's the Medium, the complete series.
Oh,
And it is just, it's fascinating to me. I mean, I couldn't believe how she was helping detectives find killers and stuff, talking to the dead. You know, I don't know. I'm glad I don't know how to do that. But I mean, golly, it really surprised me that she bought me this whole series and sent it to the house. John called me. He said, "When did you order some books?" I said, "John, I ain't ordered no books." Well, some books just came. And then when I got home, it was DVDs. And I said, that little thing, Sarah ordered them for me because I didn't get to see the whole series.
yeah.
And I went out and bought me a DVD player so Trevor could hook it up. What, John? Yeah. No,
Someone asked me a question.
not my stuff. Okay, go ahead.
Someone asked me a question on here, what book I was reading,
Uh-huh.
and I'm reading this one, where the road begins, and it's by that author that Rita had on her YouTube window. So
I watched that. I watched that, Rita. That was really good.
Wasn't she interesting? She was real interesting.
Yes, I had to watch it after the fact because I was at the funeral.
Yeah.
And she was really fascinating. I enjoyed listening to her.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Diane. She lost her husband because he
Oh,
failed last year.
Yeah.
I worry about old Terry because he stumbles around. His hips are so bad. It don't take much for him to fall down.
Him too. I mean, what? My what? Oh, did you catch your mouse? He said.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, I don't want to see
know it's there. I won't show y'all because if I catch it, it'll be dead.
No.
So I won't show it. So, but I can't. I to get it. I can't leave it in the house.
That happened to us one time too. The neighbors next door, they had exterminators over at their house like all day long. And the next thing we knew, we were seeing signs of mice. But honey, I got rid of them things. I can't stand it. I got rid of them things.
Mm-hmm. One time when I was real young and married and I had like one child, she was real little. We were renting a house in Albany, Georgia, because he was in the Navy. And the next door neighbor had a bunch of cats. Well, they had an exterminator come in and did all this spraying. Well, all the stuff they had over there moved over to our house. And it was awful.
TX Angel, I just found this channel, Rita. I love your quilting videos. I'm just learning to quilt, and I'd love to get a copy of the template for the bonnet chickens. Email me your address, and as soon as I do it.
Everybody wants that chicken.
Sometimes I drag around and about getting them sent out, but I usually get to it. So email your address, and I'll send one to you.
John.
Oh, speaking of that, I got a couple of people the last 2 days. I've got some people's recipes.
Okay.
Let me get the name of them.
Oh, I got some recipes too while I was gone, but I've been so busy till. Whew.
Everybody has been. It's okay.
Did you hit your elbow?
No, the door come back and hit it.
Oh. Poor John.
Okay, in the last 2 days, I've got them from Sharon Johnson, Donna Weir, Rowena Code, and Lisa Fisher.
Okay.
So, but I wasn't going to open them. I mean, tell you what they are because everybody's getting them. But I do appreciate them.
Me too.
Oh, and
I'm
I
leaving them. I'm leaving
Charlotte
them in
wanted,
the envelope for now.
Charlotte wanted to know if you was enjoying the book. She just got started.
I've read the first 10 pages, but it's going to be good because it's got some characters in there. It's not just reading historical facts. There's a plot behind it.
Mhm.
I do not know what a wharf rat is, and I don't think I want to know.
That's a big rat, a big one.
Ooh,
No, a wharf rat.
there's some barn cats
You
behind my
remember them when
property,
y'all used to live uptown or whatever?
and they keep the
And they
mice
come
out.
out of the
I've never
fields.
had one here. If I did, I'd have to call exterminator because I'm not going to do anything with
I
it.
me, not if I ever had one of them in my house.
No, no, no. Nothing in the mice world.
And Texas Angel, thank you so much. They are so cute. I think they're cute too. But I plan on sending you some recipes too. I'm nursing a bad hip right now. I may have to get a hip replacement. I think everybody's got bad hips.
Heck.
It just comes with age, but then
It
some people are
does.
born that way.
Aloha. Aloha.
Uh-huh.
Now say that. I'm trying to say that without my southern accent. It didn't come out right. Oh. There's a virus that makes mice want to be eaten by cats, so the virus completes its cycle. Google it. Oh, I never heard
No,
that.
me either.
Huh. Like Doggleby said, oh dear. Hope you get better soon. And
Get a
gophers.
I
spoon.
just have one in my hand and headed over here.
I don't I don't have any gophers
So,
either.
so that ended that sending recipes to each other. So we're not. If you wasn't on that list, it's done expired. did the is that the right word? I don't know what word we want to use, but we signed up for it and sent them, and it's done.
I don't know how many I got. How many did you get, Sheila?
Let me count. I don't know.
I count mine too.
And I don't know because mine got all mixed up with all the others. Texas Angels, you ladies are also nice. Glad I found y'all. I'm off work for a while. I'll just quilt and watch y'all. Well, that'll work. She's off work,
I
so she
counted
can
mine. I
still
have
watch us.
11. I have
3,
11.
4, 5,
Varmints.
6,
We're talking about
7,
quilting and recipes and varmints.
10, 11,
That's quite a
12 with
combination.
Sheila's. I got 12 with Sheila's offline.
Linda needs about 5 more still.
Well, I got 12 altogether. How many were we supposed to get?
I can't even answer that question.
Me
I
either.
remember.
And we didn't have all the addresses, so it got a little confusing.
Yeah.
And Christy says that she'd sure love seeing all the new people in here. I do too.
Uh-huh.
Every time there's just a few new names to
Yeah,
me.
there's some new.
New quilters,
Mm-hmm.
chatters, and
But they're just searching on YouTube.
dog will be in. I get pest control to inspect my house several times a year. I had bats one time and skunks trying to set up shop outside my house. Got that taken care of.
Oh, yes. Especially a skunk.
Uh-huh. Do y'all like sweet cornbread? No, I don't like it sweet.
A little sweet, but not
Yeah, a
like
little, but not a
real
lot.
sweet.
How far you ride
But
with a
not
guy?
real sweet.
Huh?
How far you
I
ride
know
with
people
a
that
Oh,
actually
I
much
don't
sugar
know.
bread.
But I always make mine by scratch. She said about 18. I'm lacking about 7. Oh.
From Texas Angel. What part of Texas are you in? And then she left Charlotte's name because it reminds her of the book, Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
And I know I've missed a few comments I wish I'd have read, but I'm just going to have to, I'm not going to see them.
Mhm.
Let's see. Salina, is that Salina or Selena? North of Dallas.
Selena?
Selena.
A little sweet and farm wife's cornbread, and Charlotte, no sweet cornbread.
I've been eating
I don't
cornbread.
like bugs either. I've
No,
never had, knock on wood, I've never had a roach in my house. Just a mouse. And I got rid of them suckers.
I had a roach here and I was freaking out. And I had the guy and he come and spray. Well, the next day I seen a few more, and he said sometimes it takes 2 applications.
Yeah.
He came back.
Well,
Did
I had ants bad. It's like we're sitting right on the ant hill.
They're
The
gone.
ants are getting worse and worse, though.
And they come and spray for ants once a month for us.
Huh.
Wow, come do mine. John's been keeping it pretty clean, but we got to go down there and put up some tin around the house for the winter because it's going to be a rough winter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to bring that little white one in to pet her on the head. So.
Yeah. Well, there's 4 of them out there. There's 4 of them out there in that thing, and they're all little. We put 2 of them back down in the pen because they were a little bit bigger than her and the other one. And then they just kept hiding under the pallets. And so John brought them up here because the other ones were picking on them.
The only thing I allow in my house are humans. Sometimes they're trouble, but anyway, my outside dog kills coons, possums, monster rats, and anything that dares enter his territory, but he hides from people. And Aquafina's a big dog, don't she? She's got the big dog. Middle name is Ann, Charlotte Ann. Since I built my house, I've had no bugs inside, not like my old house with ants.
Now I've had these tiny little crickets, and every once in a while I'll see one and I'll smash it and put it, kill it, put it in the trash. And then some of them are already dead. But I mean, they're tiny, tiny ones. And I've never had that before, but that's not a big deal to me. I mean, and it's not like I see them every day either.
Can you still walk? Texas Angel cannot walk, and they have to use a walker. So, well, your hips are really bad. I'm afraid Terry's are going to get like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to physical therapy for my hip, but it's helping.
You came on early tonight, Rita.
Yeah,
but with this time change, 8 was going to be 9.
I know, right?
Well, my phone just said YouTube notification, but it didn't tell me who it was or anything. So I clicked on it, and then I seen the little blue light by her name, so that's how I knew she was on. I was watching Tiffany a while ago. She's sewing. It's her birthday, but her daughter, who actually lives in Nashville, is visiting her. The one's on one side, one's on the other sewing.
She waited way too long. Let's see. Tina had a hip replacement at age 50. Best thing to ever happen to me.
That's pretty young to have one.
I keep telling him
it wasn't congenital.
I have to do something. He said, "No, I'm not going to let him cut on me." That's what he says.
Well, before he knows it, if it gets real bad, his hip a weekend, he'll fall and break it, and he'll have to have it done.
I keep telling him.
Then he won't have a choice.
I know. That's what I keep telling him. No choice if he falls and breaks it.
Yeah.
Did you get all that wood unloaded today?
I did. I had to unload it because he had a backhoe that the son had a backhoe that had a flat tire, and I had to get the wood off the truck so he could take the tire off the backhoe to put in the truck, take the shop to get fixed tomorrow. So yeah. But I really don't mind doing stuff like that. Some, I
Yeah.
do it all the time, but I like doing outside stuff too. Everything don't have to be in the house. Sue had a nest of yellow jackets
Mm.
outside the entry ramp to the shed, maybe. Yeah, shed.
Chad.
Yeah. They tried to get me to wait longer, but I said, take it out.
Yeah.
What Ted said.
Hmm.
In Dee's garden, it was only around the kitchen sink. Didn't touch the dog food or cat food, nothing, just around the sink. I missed what she's referring to.
I don't
But
know.
farm wife, we live in the country on a farm, and when we were going to have our house built, I asked the builder if he could build a mouse-proof house. I thought he would say no, but he said yes, and he did it.
Mhm. Yes, I bought a fat quarter bundle on. So yeah, the other night I couldn't resist.
Saw you building your stash. Donna abstained, but it was hard.
Uh-oh, Sheila, what did you do?
I bought a fat quarter bundle uh, because the Sawyer brothers they went to this big quilt thing they had in Houston.
Uh-huh.
And when all the people have quilt shops, they get to go in like the day before the public, gets to go in,
Uh-huh.
and they get to get all these samples. And so they had 20 of them or so, but they only had like one or two of each one. So it's like you're getting it before it actually hits the market.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be pretty. But it was all Moda fabrics.
Mm.
I really wanted one that had like Civil War um, colors in it, but
Yeah.
that one
I
went
got a lot of Civil
fast.
War material where I made my Underground Railroad quilt.
Uh-huh.
I got a lot of that fabric left over. I got to figure out what I'm gonna make out of it.
Oh, I don't think you saw this. Did you see the pattern? I'm going to do Civil War fabric in
Uh-uh.
Francis. Okay, it's called Maddie's quilt. It's like
Oh wow.
snowball and 9 patches.
What is that? Squares and you snowball them?
Uh huh.
Okay.
Let me
Yeah.
glare.
That'll be cute.
But there's 69 patches and 60 snowballs.
Woo.
So yeah.
Boy, I want to see it when you get finished.
I've done just a
The
tiny
peachy
bit.
keen.
Let me show you.
Not making big so I can see her.
Oh, I'm yawning already.
I know, me too. I am
Here's a
tired.
little bit of what I did.
Yep, I recognize some of those materials because some of them I have got.
Yeah. So.
That's gonna be cute.
It is
Uh-huh.
really cute.
That's right the opposite way.
Well, that looks good, Sheila.
Thank you. You can make me little.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Kansas Troubles fabric.
Uh-huh.
I always call it Kansas City Troubles.
I do too.
I don't know why.
It's Kansas trouble.
Yeah,
Kansas
Kansas
trouble.
Troubles.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. But and I'm trying to get I got all of my 9 patches all in a little stack and pin each one of them because there's 60 of them I got to do. So this would be a good one to take the sewing retreat I'm going
And
to.
Marla keeps mentioning Peachy Keen. You got a Peachy Keen?
Yeah, I got that too. I got to find a pattern for it.
Oh, well, we lost the. What's on my rocking chair? My rocking chair has it's one of the quilts I throw at the floor for the babies to crawl on. It's got them chickens, and it's just one of them little 3-yard quilts.
I
So
kind of like those 3-yard quilt patterns. They're
yeah,
pretty
I do.
easy.
Yeah, I do too. And you don't
Like
have to
I
spend it.
call them like lap size quilts.
Yeah.
You know.
Put Francis back up there.
Yeah, I keep disappearing.
Don't start that again.
I know, the other night I did that.
That yeah, you wouldn't stay up here for nothing.
Every time I would come up here, then y'all would freeze and the little circles would start going around and around. It just wouldn't let
Marla,
me.
what do you want me to show?
Let me see.
What did Marla?
Peachy Keen's what she keeps mentioning.
Oh, Peachy. Okay, I'll go get it.
And give me a thumbs up. Awkward quilter. Well, I'm going to get ready for bed. This time change is going to mess with my internal clock. Yeah.
I know.
We
I'm
understand.
ready to hit the sack myself.
That's kind of one reason I started early tonight, so we kind of talk a little while and then go on to bed if we wanted to.
Yeah, John's got to go to Sam's in the morning and pick up the
Okay.
TV because we couldn't bring it home in the car.
Here's by Corey Yoder, Peachy King.
Ooh, aren't those pretty?
Oh, I like them colors.
You can see it this way.
I see the peach and the greens and the orange. They're pretty.
Marla got one too, so it just wasn't me. Okay, you can make me little.
And Kathy said that she had made the Underground Railroad too, quilting a day, gave it to my son. Did you do quilting a day too, Francis, on that one?
I haven't
In a
heard of that.
day? No.
I haven't
And
heard of that.
I did I hand quilted it with the large hand quilting stitches. And I also put at the bottom, I put the explanation of each square for the thing. I got some material in the mail too. I don't know if I'm gonna be satisfied with it. But I got it from Annie's. And it's
Okay, it's show and tell.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Let me get it out.
I was going to let her get it ready, and then I was going to make her bigger.
Not yet.
Not
Don't
yet.
make me big yet. I'm big enough.
Hello from Toronto. Good to see you, Rita. Hello, Joseph. And Doggle Ben. I don't mind falling back an hour. It's the springing forward that messes me up.
Yeah, if you're working,
That's one
people, in the spring, you lose that hour. You're just dragging for about 2 weeks,
And Teresa, that's what I love. That what pattern? I wonder.
I got three of each one of these, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do something with it. But it's really pretty, I think.
Okay. Well, that's pretty.
It's got that. You can't hardly see it, but that.
Yeah.
That.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And they're all in the same collection, it looks like. Look
And
out there.
yeah, I got 3 sets of that, and then I got this one. Well, let me get to the camera. The green and that.
Yeah.
That.
I think I like that first set you showed better than that.
Yeah, I do too.
I think I favor the first one just because I love blues.
Yeah.
I do too.
For Eleanor's.
But yeah, I got that from Annie's. They had it on sale.
I guess I'm going to have to see what the Underground Railroad quilt pattern looks like.
Yeah.
Oh. We gotta wait for the rest of the clothes to dry before we can finish making up John's side of the bed.
Some of the first quilts I made was from those Quilt in the Day books by Eleanor Burns.
Was it? I've got some of her books. Someone was going through their stuff and really didn't want them anymore. So
But
Well,
but I
I've made a top before in a day, but I haven't did the whole like quilting it and everything in a day. But I've
well, I think it was just the top. It wasn't the quilt. It was just the top.
yeah,
yeah.
just the top.
But if you can make a top in a day, you're doing pretty good, though.
Yeah. Well, those 3-yard quilts, you could put that quilt top in a day.
I think you could.
This wasn't a 3-yard quilt. This was a humongous quilt. And I was at my sister's one
Oh.
weekend, and I took the material and my sewing machine with me, and I cut it out and made the top. The whole time I was there, and I just
Huh.
if I'd have had the stuff to quilt it, I'd have probably quilted it too.
I just love Moda fabrics, though.
I do too.
They're my very favorite.
They can get expensive, but I love them.
Yeah, they can.
I got one at a thrift shop Thursday. Double pinwheel by Eleanor Burke, 26 cents.
Oh,
Wow.
I haven't been to thrift shops in years. Marla, when I come over there, we're going to have to go thrift shopping. She's got a couple places she's going to be taking me.
Tina, I made baby quilts in a day, but I didn't enjoy the pressure. Yeah. I
I
don't.
want to enjoy the process, you
Yeah.
know.
And
Yeah.
I don't know that I actually made them in a day because I never have that much block of a time a day to set aside to sew all day. But I think with those Eleanor Burns books, you could have made one in a day.
Well, those books I've got, they're more recent books. I think they're like one you got, Rita, but they're like 3-yard quilts.
Yeah, that one place that's got all those that shows all those 3-yard quilts. Some of them quilts are really
Okay,
pretty.
Marla, we're going to go to Berlin. Okay.
Kathy says, I like Eleanor Burns' Quilt in a Day book. She explains every step, but I sure don't get them done in a day.
No,
Hello,
don't want to be
Katie
in a
Pratt.
hurry.
She just got home. Hello, Katie.
Hey, Mona.
Yeah, Mona. Hey, Mona.
Hi, Mona.
And
Hey,
Sandra,
Sandra.
she likes to take her time and enjoy the process, and she makes more quilts than
Yeah,
anybody. So
I know she does, but she sews every day,
every day,
Every
yeah,
day
yeah,
every day.
for hours.
for hours. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't do that. I just can't do it
Me either.
that long.
Is there a story behind Eleanor Burns? Because I don't think I know the story.
Me either.
No. And I also watch this lady that has passed on. She's like on the PBS
Georgia Bone
education
Still.
station. And
Georgia Bone Still?
no, that's not her
No.
name.
'Cause I know she's
Nancy.
passed.
Her first name's Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy Seaman or something like that, maybe. Was it? No.
But she had something that happened. I don't know if she had a stroke or palsy or what she had, but you could kind of see it in one side of her face.
Mhm.
But she's an excellent teacher. But I mean, they still run her stuff.
Did she have
PBS.
short blonde hair?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
know who you're talking about.
What do you guys watch or listen to when you're sewing? I'll turn on YouTube videos is what I'll do.
I do that, but then sometimes I turn. It's called ME TV station. You know, it's like Gunsmoke and
Yeah.
Oh, the oldies. Yeah.
Bonanza and Andy and all the old stuff that I love.
So, Sandra, today I got one quilted, so 19 in the closet now.
Oh my
Nancy
gosh.
Zeman,
That's okay.
Z-I-M-E.
That's
Yeah.
her. Thank you. Nancy Zeman.
Oh, okay. That's the story behind her.
Okay. All right. I might have, if I'd heard that, I'd forgot it. So she's
I've
so
got one. I've got this old
surviving.
book of
Okay.
hers, and it's got egg money on the front of it. But I have it.
Rock and roll, Rick and roll, rock and roll. Mona, I watch YouTube or the old westerns and Matlock,
That's
etc.
about what I do, Mona.
If I'm not watching Rita, I like to listen to true crime. Not, yeah, Christy, I'm not on all the time, so you have to watch something else.
Yeah.
She had a droopy face. Yeah, she did.
Yeah. And I think that's what.
Yeah.
But I love her shows. They're so interesting. And she explains step by step by step.
I'm singing that darn jar fins commercial now.
I don't know which one that is. Jarfins? Yeah,
She
Bell's
was,
palsy. Yeah, that's what I
she
thought
was
she
young
was.
and died from bone cancer. How
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. But sometimes she'd have a segment where she'd be at a quilt show and she'd be interviewing different people and showing their work.
And Rita, I watch your chicken and dumplings. I'm famous for them chicken and dumplings. That's what I told Nancy the other day.
Well, when
Yeah.
is Sandra going to make them? If she's watched it a lot.
And I told somebody today that I wasn't high class or fancy class. I was country class. Diabetic.
Oh, I bet you're the one called Manjaro.
Kay Woods. That was not ringing a bell right now.
I don't know that person either. But there's so many quilting and sewing and crafting YouTubes. I mean, you could watch it all day and not see everybody.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
I used to, 30 some years ago, I'd watch Eleanor Burns on PBS.
Yes.
If I,
Now,
if,
Marla,
if I could catch it. Yeah.
here, she's still on PBS at different times.
Sounds like she had a hard life. God bless her.
Probably talking about Eleanor Burns and her children.
Pat Sloan, I like her too.
Yeah. I don't know. Her laugh sometimes just bothers me. I don't know why.
By watching her, I can imagine the aroma and the taste. Save calories by watching.
But you don't get the good flavor of it if you're
Don't get,
not eating it. You know?
What, Sheila? What, Sheila? What?
Marla, are you listening? I said that Nancy Zeman is on PBS here sometimes.
Can't find cord to my laptop upstairs. I hope I didn't pack it and box the animal. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, y'all can watch Randy every day. He's driving down the road.
Is he? Where does he drive to?
Wherever they send him, I guess. Wherever he picks up the truck.
My dad was a truck driver for Roadway Express just about his entire life until he retired.
Have y'all ever watched Quilting from the Heartland? It's a channel here on YouTube.
No,
It's a pretty name. And it sounds familiar, but it's not.
No.
Kay Woods had the Quilt Buddy.
No.
My daughter-in-law made them yesterday, and I got some of them. Yummy, yay.
Oh, good.
Dee's Garden Adventure. Mine was a truck driver too, Sheila.
Yeah. He only drove for Roadway Express, but when he had an opportunity to go like on the road where he could make more money, and that was about the last part of his life before he retired. But he would do 3 runs, usually from Memphis, usually to Indianapolis, Indiana, or he'd go over to a town called Morristown, Tennessee.
Randy, I'm in a big cabin. Okay, tonight going to St. Louis.
Well, Johnny will be on his way home in the morning. The race was over today, and that was the end of the race season.
And
Yeah.
Candace's husband, the pastor, drove for Yellow Freight.
Mm-hmm.
Drove to Kansas City today, I think. I think she's talking about
Yeah.
Randy. Because I went live with Randy, and I was in my kitchen, and he was driving down the
Yeah,
road.
I did hear
Yeah, I saw
he had
that.
left Dallas and he was heading up probably I-40 coming to Oklahoma City. Look, Marla's dad was a truck driver too.
Yeah, a lot of truck drivers. Just kidding. What troubles you up to today? Just kidding. We'll get somebody in troubles. I enjoy Terry Rowland. She likes bright colors like me. I made her color wash quilt 3-part tutorial, 463-inch
Woo.
block. So glad that got done.
Woo.
That's making me tired.
Yeah, I'm already tired enough.
And Tina says she likes to just work on them and enjoy working on them. So hope you enjoyed all them 463-inch blocks.
Yeah.
I'm teasing.
Well, these 9-pack, they're 2.5-inch squares, but there's 9 of them once you put it all together. This is going to be enough of them. 60 of them.
Yeah.
I've done some. I've done 6 or 7.
But 60 blocks, and there's 9 pieces in each one of them blocks, just the 9 patch, and then 1, 2, 3,
And then
5
the
and
snowball.
others. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of pieces in that one.
Yeah. But it's easy sewing, It's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
You don't have to stop and cut and do this
you
and
don't
do
have to
that.
think about it a lot. I mean, just study it too hard.
Yeah,
He
I
was
call
on US
mindless
75.
sewing.
The thing would be spreading them fabrics out when you put it together. It'll be the hard part sometimes.
Yeah.
Not
It's
get
putting
much
all of those blocks which to sew together. Yeah.
Mine's okay until my daughter comes home and sucks up the Wi-Fi. And farm wife enjoyed riding with Randy today on Highway 75.
75.
Not a fast sword, never finished the project at a retreat, but I'm okay with that.
I
Nice to
usually
see.
finish one, but I don't finish another one.
Linda, I never get to see the rest of the country either. But when I'm watching Randy, it makes me appreciate my little hills and mountains around here, because sometimes that land to me is not real pretty. So
Yeah.
I'd rather see a few hills. Only got half a Henry done. He has one long and one short side. And Randy says that you can ride with him and come up on the panel and just keep everybody company. I think he enjoys the company when he's just going down the road.
Does he do like, say, contract work? I mean, like he doesn't work for a certain company.
I couldn't tell you that. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try to answer.
Yeah.
He was on Oklahoma road today. They need to do maintenance. Awful highway services last time I traveled through there.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But then I
But
heard
they're
Randy,
working on them all the time.
and Randy said once a day, well, these roads are better in Arkansas or something like that. So I guess Arkansas
No,
has
no, I
bad
think the interstate through Arkansas is wonderful, and Tennessee too is great.
Huh. Yeah, be safe out there, Randy. Marla, I didn't like driving through Kansas from St. Louis to Denver. It's flatland. He owns his truck and he delivers the trailer. He's probably told that, and I wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't think I pay attention like I'm supposed to sometimes. People will answer something and I'm reading something else. Everything gets all
So
confused.
he owns his own truck. Yeah, there's a guy that lives across the street from me. Every once in a while, you'll see just the cab of his truck in his driveway. But he goes from here like up to New York City and back. He
Okay.
goes like that.
Dog will bend. It's flat here, a little rolling here and there, but mostly flat.
Yep, it's flat here.
Well, I like my little hills.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want big scary mountains, but I like my little mountains.
Well, eastern Oklahoma, I think, is really prettier than the western side. It's kind of
Well,
more like Arkansas.
and there's Carrie. Hello, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hey,
Did we,
Carrie.
did we come on too early for you? That's what it is. Maybe people didn't know we was coming on at 7 instead of 8. Reckon that's what it was?
I almost won some seats.
Hmm.
The 100 seats.
Oh, 100 of them.
Yeah.
Bee's Garden Adventure likes the trees.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day in Amish country Thursday with all the fall leaves.
Yes.
Look,
Well, you've already had snow too. Look what Carrie's doing.
Wow, she's crocheting.
I'm making an Afghan for someone.
Remember those Afghans that have like a ripple effect to them?
Huh?
My step grandmother.
Yeah.
And farm wife saying hi, Carrie.
Hello.
I think she adopted you, Carrie.
Ah, ah. Hello. Up here. I wish I was down in the States, man. The wool's a lot cheaper.
Francis, are you stitching on something?
Not tonight. I'm making beds. Soon as the jar cuts off, I got to go finish.
Yeah. You better do that so you can go to bed and not have to stay up too late. Santa's flattest state I've been in is Nebraska.
And another reason why it popped up, I got good news. Next Wednesday, I find out if I'm getting a new computer and my phone.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Good deal.
And the government's paying for both of them. I don't have to pay for anything
All right.
Good.
great.
Good.
because they owe me money. When I put the program in, they owe me money.
And Marcia says, Sandra Kay, you're missed on the panel. I know, but she says she couldn't come up because of her internet Wi-Fi. Because she's always welcome up here. And we miss her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mona, we started doing it before we left to go to Sam's today. And then when we got back, we had to finish. We washed our blankets and everything.
She's in her PJs eating ice cream.
I didn't eat no ice cream tonight. I just ate apple pie.
Homemade?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh.
Well, it had a crumb topping on it.
I miss all the homemade. stuff.
Mona. Oh wait, that's her.
I hope you.
She hopes you get them, Carrie.
Yeah, I love. I want to get a better one because I need to leave my school one at school.
And Sandra needs a backup laptop when she wins the lottery.
Because and now they're calling for rain from tomorrow right till Wednesday, and I gotta go to school with my laptop.
Uh,
Mm.
So there goes the garbage bag over top of my.
mhm. Do y'all want to sew together tomorrow if we can? Y'all got anything? If I don't,
Just learn to sew.
It just depends what time.
what
I
Yeah,
time?
just
because
got
I know I won't get to. We've got so much to do tomorrow,
yeah.
and I've got to go back to see Beverly tomorrow and take that remote control.
Yeah.
Well, now I won't make no promises, but if you see
Yeah.
me on,
Yeah,
If I say,
you
because
see
I
me.
have a 9:30 doctor appointment and a 2 o'clock physical therapy
Well,
appointment.
you're doing up with appointments tomorrow.
So, but it's just a regular doctor appointment where they draw blood, that kind of.
Did you see the two video I put out about the building?
No, I'll have to go back and look at that. My day was kind of full today. So I'll have to go back and watch some videos I've missed.
Because I put two out because the building beside me, we shared the same garage, but
Uh-huh.
the building on the fifth floor caught on fire. So I took a picture of it.
I'm out of itch to this. My
That,
leg.
that could have been dangerous, though. Did somebody set it on fire? Or was it oh, they did.
Hmm?
They said
Barbara said she can't tomorrow because she's got jury duty.
that's true. I remember that now.
So we'll just see. If
Um,
I see you, I'll come on. If not,
And I
it's
don't know.
$120, and they gave it to me
Here
for
too. I just looked
57. You know,
at it.
because I got that spin thing.
Somebody tried to set Carrie's building on fire, burned
oh
some of
my
the
gosh,
balconies.
Huh?
that's awful.
He said it burned two of the balconies.
Yeah, four of them.
That's the one that I got 4 free
Lucky it
items.
wasn't,
Four of them. Yeah.
yeah, well, lucky it wasn't my building. There was
But
a
I mean,
building beside it.
I had to
Yeah.
get
The head
two
office.
items, and I got 4 free.
No, they got a lot. I bet you it's over $1 million damage. They have to get a power washer. They have to get the paint people back.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's scary. If it was,
It's scary. That's awful that somebody would do that because
Yeah.
I was on somebody's live that night. I never even heard the sirens.
Huh.
did the fire alarm go off in your building and you have to evacuate for a while? No.
It was the building beside me.
Okay.
Okay, this building used to have a super. The super moved the office to the other building, so it's a better. So that the other people don't come into my building
Okay.
Yeah.
because some of them are not friendly.
Yeah.
Should be dry. That should be dry.
I lived in an apartment for a short time, and somebody was going around slitting people's tires.
Oh my.
I'm so glad they didn't get mine. And nobody had like covered parking.
Where
There was a
Carrie
parking
lived, the
space,
apartments.
and if you got there first, you got that parking space.
They did it
Huh?
here. They used to go in.
This lady right here.
How? Maybe the person forgot to lock up. This person went in and looked for money in everybody's cars
Yeah.
and make a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't ever leave anything in my car.
Oh, I don't drive. If I did, I would bring everything what I have
Yeah,
sink. I will bring them up.
yeah.
I won't leave nothing behind.
Don't be noisy.
Yeah, Rita, I went today to look for some black wool. Now they're not doing these size anymore. They're not doing this size no more. They're gonna have half. So now I gotta be buying over 25 of them to make this capcan.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the grocery store the other day, and there's this brand of this dish. It's kind of like a casserole dish. It's called Bolay or something like that. Is the name of it. But it's got noodles and chicken and broccoli and stuff like that in it, and it's got like a little packet of sauce, and you just put all of it in the microwave to heat it up.
Mhm.
Well, they have cut the packaging half of the size of what it used to be,
Wow.
say 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, they have shrunk that package
Uh,
to half, and it's still about the same price.
hmm. The
It wouldn't
last
be enough to feed 4 people.
the last time I lived in an apartment, the maintenance robbed me. Don't think they do that. Don't think they do that. They shouldn't do that.
No,
Mm-mm.
some do, some don't.
That's the name of that packaging. But they have different kind of noodle, vegetable dishes.
When I live in an apartment, I turn my TV up to block out the neighbors, so that makes me a noisy neighbor.
No, when I'm sleeping, I could hear someone 3 doors down with their music.
And
Huh.
Texas Angel, I don't mind typos. Sometimes I think it's fun to try to figure out what y'all are trying to say when you mess up.
Yeah, and
Makes it interesting.
Yeah,
if you're speaking, autocorrect sometimes is a mess.
So it don't bother me. I may not get it right every time, but it don't bother me.
We kind of figure it out.
Uh-huh. May take all of us to do it sometimes, but
yeah.
Yeah, even though mine's in the garage, I still keep it locked.
Yeah, I don't like those new cars when they have you don't have a key for it. They have a button.
Hmm.
Anybody could make a key like that.
Someone was telling me that all of the new cars, you don't have a key to put in it. They're all going to be like you push this button and it's
it starts.
automatic start.
I was saying, don't think they don't do that. Turned out he was on drugs. He was robbing many tenants. All right,
Uh,
that does make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So up here, well, you know, I'm talking
Jimmy's picture.
about the new cars. Up
Yeah.
here, 10 cars already been missing.
Jimmy.
Mm.
Mm.
Facebook.
The car of my sons that we sold, I drove it one day just here in the little town, just to drive it a little. And I didn't like that automatic start where you got to push the button once and it turns the battery on. Then you put your foot on the brake and then you punch it to start again and
Wow.
then it will start the car. But there's this other little piece that you got to have somewhere in the car or it won't even let you do that.
Wow. Our trucks are old, so I don't know nothing about
Yeah,
this new stuff.
my Highlander's a 2014. I want a key to put in it and start the ignition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they come up with that.
My daughter's Jeep's like that. Key has to be in her purse. She pushes the button.
Because one day I went out there and I had to YouTube it to figure out how to get it because I pushed the button and it wouldn't start. And I'm like, well, this isn't going to work.
And Tina says, before marrying, I lived in an apartment and was stalked by another resident. Very scary time. My boyfriend, now husband, took care of it. Won't share what he did. But that's scary and dangerous too.
Yeah.
Hello, Susan, you're out.
You know, it's almost 8:30, but to me it seems so much later.
I don't know.
It's 9:30 here.
It's 9:30 here.
Uh,
You know what time I got up this morning, Rita?
what time did you get up?
I didn't know it was. I went to bed. I watched a bit of TV, and then I fell asleep. I never got out of bed till 10 o'clock this morning.
That's late. you ought to be able to stay up late tonight. You got lots of sleep.
Well, farm wife, my understanding, all the new vehicles are going to be like that. You know, there's not going to be a key you put in the ignition.
People, yeah, I told you the people up here are really fed up with those ones.
And Tina had to sleep with a knife. I would have wanted more than a knife. Just saying. I'd have probably been afraid to even lay down and go to sleep, though. But you'd have to.
Yeah.
What was it, Rita? I didn't see no sun.
Oh,
This afternoon, around 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, the sun came out. It was supposed to rain all morning.
yo, Patty knows how to hotwire it if she has to hotwire hers. I don't know
I
how
don't
to.
know how to do that. You know. I hear Christmas music.
Who's
Oh, it was an advertisement on TV.
Oh, that's you. I thought it was Carrie. It's Francis.
Yeah.
I don't have no TV on, no radio, no nothing.
I just couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Yeah, it was Christmas music.
And I missed what Mona put. Mona, I missed it.
She's talking about hot wiring a vehicle.
She knows how to take a car away.
And Marla, I woke up to pounding and hammering. Neighbor having new vinyl siding on the house.
I hate when a neighbor gets a new roof put on. I get so tired of hearing all that pounding, you know. Oh my
And they
God.
usually get it done pretty quick, but a couple of days.
A
But
day or two.
we lived in an apartment 6 months. Could hear husband was beating her. I went upstairs, pounded on the door, and called 911. They carried her out and put her in an ambulance. Oh my!
That's awful.
Yeah, it happens here.
Turkey first, then Christmas.
I know it. Well, Hobby Lobby's got all their Christmas, and it's been out for a long time.
I remember when the Halloween started on the 31st. Christmas came out the same day.
Hey, yeah.
Yep.
No,
They just kind of bypassed Thanksgiving.
I know.
And hello, Susan Kick. Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. We are. I think we're all sleepy, groggy on account of time, but
Well, I gotta have some time to read my book tonight too.
yeah. And I'm going to get off here in a little bit, and I'm going to read some more. But I thought we needed to chat for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mona says good night. Her daughter's being a pain.
Uh-oh.
Marla's ready for pumpkin pie, sweet potatoes, and dressing.
That makes me hungry.
Stop, Mishu.
Well, I'm not cooking Thanksgiving meal this year. I'm actually going to be, me and my girlfriend, we're going to go serve at a Salvation Army place.
That's a good.
Okay, that's nice.
You know,
You'll enjoy it. It'll be good for you to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I did, Rita? I ordered myself something on Amazon. It came today. I'm going to start making hats.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
I have a friend that uses that same thing, and they turn out really good.
But the number I need is 48, but they don't carry 48 no more. The loops. Or it's from 36
Okay. Is do you
and
do you
41.
do you know how to do it? Or is Rebecca Touch by Yarn going to teach you how? Is that what
No, I know how to start.
you know how? Okay.
Yeah. I used to make remember those looks like a snake and you make a carpet out? I made one of those.
Okay. Well, you'll have to keep us updated. We want to watch you make some.
Yeah, I got my roll already rolled up in the ball.
Yeah.
You
You
keep
want
us updated.
She's ready.
Yeah. You
I
know, you
I
know,
could
this,
I could use a new bargain. Just a hint.
see,
Teasing.
see this?
Uh-huh.
You know how much I paid for one of these today up in Canada?
I
No.
don't know.
$12.99.
Oh my.
I don't know what they are here.
And how many hats will that make? Don't know.
Maybe two.
Two? That makes an expensive toboggan, don't it? Expensive hat.
Yeah.
I wonder what countries Amazon goes to.
The Amazon from US comes to Canada.
Oh, does it? Okay.
And I didn't have enough money on my pay to go credit card. They got one that you get a bag. It's $30 plus tax came to $36.
Yeah.
Tina gets tired of spending the entire holiday in the kitchen. Linda
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I'm looking for the 48 peg loom like Rebecca because I just learned how to do it and it's fun. Glad you don't have a good night, everyone. God bless. Stay safe and see you tomorrow, Nancy.
There's
Y'all be
Yeah.
Nancy.
well.
See you
See you tomorrow, Nancy.
I didn't know Nancy was on here.
Thank you. Thank you, Texas Angel.
Thank
Did you?
you.
Oh.
You didn't have to do that. I could afford a stamp, send it to you. But make sure you email me your address so I can get it to you.
Well, I'm fixing to go because I got to go finish doing the bed because the dryer's cut off.
All righty.
So I will see y'all maybe sometime tomorrow.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What did I just? I called it a toboggan. Is that what y'all call them knitted hats? What do you call a knitted hat, Sheila?
Toboggan.
The toboggan.
about
Yeah, just a toboggan's all I've ever heard.
That's what I said, wasn't it? Did I say
But you
something?
know, a lot of people isn't a toboggan a snow sled or something. In
yeah.
some,
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people
yeah,
call it a knitted hat, you know.
Yeah.
it's just a knitted hat, I think. Toboggan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've always called them, just a toboggan, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what the Barkland sled people called their hats.
I'll either go to a friend's house or make chicken fried turkey cutlets. And
Yeah.
they're
Well, I'm
saying
going to my daughter-in-law's.
good night. See, a toboggan is a
Yeah.
sled.
Yeah, they call it
Yeah.
a sled.
I saw stocking cap up there.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all. I'm going.
Okay, good
Good
night.
night. Go
Good
get
Love
night.
all
bed,
of you.
Francis.
Love you.
Bye.
I
See
will
you
make you a
tomorrow.
hat. I will make you a hat, Rita.
I was just teasing you. I'm in the South. It might be 80 degrees one day and cold the next.
We
No,
don't get too much cold, you know. Just a little.
Yeah.
And a little snow.
I was just
Not a
teasing
lot.
you, Carrie. You do something else with your hats. Maybe you can make them and sell them. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Beanie. What? Well, I missed that.
They just came back because they went and got popcorn.
Well, I don't know what all you missed then. Good night, ladies. It's been a
See
delight.
that? Yeah.
It's always nice. And what how do you say that?
I have no idea. I don't know what
I
they
don't either. I don't know how to say
cute.
that.
Toque.
I don't know.
Which sometimes we call hats toque.
Boggin. We call them boggins too. If you don't want to say toboggan, you say boggin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maz, do you have a? Let's see. I'll type it in there.
Yeah, sometimes we call hats toques or
Yeah.
some other stuff. They got so many things just you could call them.
There it is. I'm streaming to different things, so it's come up 3 times. Says Rita's Roost feeding the flock at gmail.com. So Carrie knows she's Canadian. So you
Yeah.
and hello Kathy at Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. Toboggans or sleds. Well,
When some people who comes from Germany, they call them sheds because they have a hard time. Some people have a hard time calling hats hats.
hats.
But many ways to spell.
Huh.
Because you don't want to wear a hat with the eyes and the mouth. You let up in jail.
Yeah.
I had one on to keep me warm, waiting for the bus. The cops came and go, excuse me, could you remove your mask, please?
Oh,
Huh.
wow.
Huh.
And that would keep your nose warm and all.
I had my nose bleeding one winter up here.
Huh.
And it's not warm in the shelters anymore either, like bus shelters.
Uh,
Because it's not, because they took away the sides and you only got maybe, you know how a little bit of a
huh.
toque, that's all. You're standing in
Huh.
the rain.
Mm.
Huh.
They got quiet.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, and it got awful quiet.
Yep. So what were you making today, Rita? Cookies?
Yeah, I made the second pumpkin rolls of that, and we had the cookies, we had the scalloped potatoes, the corn casserole, the broccoli rice and cheese.
I
What else?
pictured my mouth was like, oh, cookies! I missed homemade cookies.
And the chicken and dumplings, and then the leftover Tex-Mex casserole. I had a lot of food. I did.
I would like the farm wife to hurry up to adopt me. I could come and live down there to have homemade cookies. I love them. I miss having homemade cookies.
Is Charlotte going to bed?
I think the time change knocked off.
Ah, yeah. I think it's making everybody sleepy.
I was watching last night. I was watching Robin Hood on Bluetooth
Okay.
because I got myself a new DVD player, so it plays Bluetooth.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that, Rita.
I know. I've been the last few minutes. I've gone 3-4 times.
I caught
Yeah.
you. I wasn't saying much, Rita.
We used to snowmobile and wore long stocking hats with face masks under helmets.
Yeah.
We don't get enough snow here to do snowmobiling,
No, there's not enough for.
but that seems like that'd be a cold thing.
There
I'm
is a
here, Rita.
there is a couple little hills near an interstate. That these kids in Oklahoma City, they'll get them a piece of cardboard.
If it snows enough to sled, yeah.
And they'll go down this little hill on a piece of cardboard.
Oh, I should tell you guys an old story my dad used to tell me when he was a young boy. What he did back in those He was born in 1925. When he got that, him and his friend used to go down sleigh riding down the hill with cardboards
Yeah.
and ice skates too down the hill.
And
Yeah.
Kathy has said she's doing great with her prosthetic. She's loving it. Very exciting. I hope to be walking by Christmas or sooner. Yay.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful to be able to walk again, Kathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give up, Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Don't give.
all here for you.
And good night to Susan.
Good night, Susan.
I think I'm about ready to go because I want to go read on my book some.
Yeah, me too. Before I get to sleep.
Good books.
If you get too sleepy, you'll read something, and then you won't even remember what you read. Did I just read that or not?
Yeah. I want to try and get the first chapter. I only got about
I'm gonna stay and knit for crochet.
4 more pages to read. Then I'll have the first chapter done.
Anyway, we're gonna sign off here. We've been on here chatting for an hour and 40-some minutes. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was late for me.
too, Sheila. I saw
Yeah.
you yawn.
I know. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We're ending the
Rita for
stream.
coming on.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay, maybe.
Somewhere.
We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see.
Good night.